go. Evaluation and reporting. What is it? Right? It is assessing to what degree the planned objectives are achieved or are not achieved. Evaluation and reporting is producing a midterm review, a final report, and implementation of the exit strategy. I almost said tragedy. No, it is exit strategy. Because as an outsider, I'm assuming that you are in class because you will find yourself giving facilitation to some people who are not coming from your village or your community, so you are an outsider. Even if you are an insider, there comes a time when you want to exit the scene, and then now you allow the community itself to be able to carry on. So that is evaluation and reporting. Areas of monitoring and evaluation. That is what we are calling M&E, monitoring and evaluation. Number one, we have the lessons learned. All right? They help in improving management of programs. They help in changing or modifying current operating strategies. They help in assisting in current or future decision making. They help in providing greater breadth of impact and learning of the project. When we learn something through our monitoring and evaluation, it actually helps us in those areas. Next, number two, participatory evaluation as a main area of M&E. It provides what? Accountability. Why are you bringing community representatives to be able to monitor with you? It is because you want them to actually know, yes, that is what we found in the society. Yes, we expected that it would be this way, but it turned out differently. They are there. They can't refute that report. They feel part and parcel. They feel useful. They feel they are owners of the process. Right. So it gives or provides accountability. Number two, or bullet number two, it helps revisit previous activities to evaluate what has changed in the community since the activities were first done. Remember, we have learned lessons. If we made mistakes in February and we are doing the monitoring in March, for example, are there things we are likely to correct if there are failures? Yes. So when we are coming to monitor and evaluate, we are actually saying we had made a mistake, and now at first we made a mistake, but now did we make the same mistake? Chances are that the mistakes would not be repeated. Let us continue. Writing a report. Reports are written for the consumption of all stakeholders. All right? We should have continued with the numbering. This should be number three. Writing a report. Reports are written for the consumption of all stakeholders. Who are stakeholders? Every person who is participating in that project is a stakeholder. The government has a stake. The community has a stake. You have a stake. Any other experts have a stake. Any person who is coming to partner with you, maybe to give you some percentage of the money, has a stake. Those are stakeholders. So when we are writing reports, they are written so that they can actually be used and consumed by the stakeholders. They highlight awareness raising, achievements, and challenges. Number four, as I said, this should be actually number four, we have the exit strategy. What other people would call a handover. Okay? So, plans for the eventual completion and handover of the project to the community, collect data on ongoing projects to ensure they are meeting the indicators and targets established. Now, what are we saying here about the exit strategy? Now, before, we didn't handle this in this lecture, but before you get into a project, there is what we call the entry strategy. All right? So now, where you enter, you also exit. So here we are looking at the strategy, and M&E will actually help us to know how do we phase out slurry. How do we, ensure that the community is able to carry on with this project without any challenges? Exit strategy. How it helps us with the eventual completion, and then there's the handover. It's like we've carried you as babies all this time. Now you're grown up. It is time for you to be able to continue with the project. That is the exit strategy, handover strategy. Now, lecture number 5, lecture number 6, we've been able to look at that, and as we come to the close, as we end this lecture, I want you to consider the following assignment. Think of your local community. And don't tell me you're a born city. Don't tell me you have no community. Everyone has a community. Whatever mta, you have a community. Get that community. So, I want you to conceptualize. Conceptualize is thinking. Think of a project and see how that particular community can be mobilized. Okay? Again, think of your local community, conceptualize or think of a project and see how they can be organized. That assignment will be good for you to understand lecture 5 and 6. We come to the end of the lecture, of the lectures, end of our session. Thank you so much. God bless you.
These televised lectures supplement our robust online learning going on our MKU online platform. You can view more on our televised lectures via our online platform. We are in a digital era, and Mount Kenya University knows this. The following are the steps to follow so as to complete your online application. Download the application form from the website www.mku.ac.ke. Attach